Okay, here's a look at the emini S&P for Monday, October the 3rd, 2011 through the eyes of emini day trader. We always like to start with the market profiles, and so these are the market profiles. This is today's, this was Friday's, and the one in the middle here is what occurred overnight. We had mentioned that we had the downward bias, and we were looking to see if the market could hold below 15. In the overnight session, it got down to 11 and change and had a bounce. In the regular trading hours, it opened slightly above that and held at 1450 for some approximately 3 hours, maybe a little bit less, but it held for quite a good period of time. And then it finally broke down, and this was the waterfall that we were talking about on Friday, and the market had a good move lower, closing right near its low. So the down auction is in full swing here. We're looking at initial resistance at around 95, and then at 06, and then at 15. We also use the market profiles from the regular trading hours, and that's what you're looking at right here. Here is our software and our trades for today. You can see across the bottom we have what we call a filter. We try and match a intraday bias with an intraday bias, and that's what this filter is here. So whenever you see red like this, that's the intraday bias being bearish, and this is the times when we try and match up short trades. So we did have a very short, or a very early short trade, but it was right just a minute or two before the news, and obviously we're not going to take trades right then. We did have a couple of upward biases here within the green filter, and that was above 15, so we went ahead and took a trade here. Unfortunately, we were stopped on it, which is an interesting thing for us to take into consideration as to what the market is likely to do the rest of the day. We had other trades throughout the day, a really nice entry on a short one here. We did have a long entry here and a long entry here. Both of those occasions were break evens. The first one on the long trade there, we actually did take because it was above 15 and we were in an intraday green filter. When the market started to sell off, and just prior to that, you can see that it had several occasions here for us to try and get short. The market never did bounce. We had a long trade here. Obviously, we're not taking that. We did have two trades right in here. One of them was break even. The other one worked out quite nicely as the market dropped around about almost 5 points in that case. We had a long trade here, but even though it was in a green filter, we would not take that because we knew that once the market had held below the 15 area, it was very bearish on a day-to-day basis, and so taking a long trading with the green filter would not be something that we would do at that time. We had a short trade here that was within our red filter, and it did come down a little bit for us here, but market got very volatile, and so we ended up by getting stopped on that trade. We had another couple of long trades in here that we did not take because we had the neutral filter at that time. So the market came back up and late in the day hit this area here and had a nice sell-off. So we're looking at more selling tomorrow. Next level down is about 1070. And that would be our target on the downside, with the most immediate resistance area around 1095. So that's a look at the market through the eyes of emini day trader. Any questions or comments are always welcome. Just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com, and that'll be it for today. So thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.